Well, we are all set up here at Catherine's Landing RV Park in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We just took Jaron to the airport in Little Rock this morning and he's going to fly home. We've had a wonderful 4 days with him. We're so grateful that he was able to come visit us. And you can see all of his visit in our last video. If you missed that last week, go check out our Hot Springs video. This video is going to be all about our Vanleigh Owners Rally. So this is the third rally that they have held. This is our first one. We have only been an owner for a year and we weren't able to make the rally last year. So we're excited to be here. There's so many Volanos and Beacons and Pinecrests here. So the Vanleigh RV brand has 3 different models that they produce and they're all fifth wheels. Ours is the Volano, which is the mid-range level. It's got solid woodwork, it's got great finishes to it, but there are a few things that it doesn't have that the Beacon has. So the Beacon is the highest level and the most expensive, and the key differences are that a lot of things that are options on the Volano come standard on the Beacon, and they all come with full body paint, which is beautiful, and they come with upgraded axles, and the woodwork inside tends to have a little bit shinier finish on it, which we don't prefer anyway. So we were really partial to the Volano for the inside finishes. And then the Pinecrest is the lowest level. It's kind of an entry model. It's a little bit cheaper. The finishes inside are a little cheaper, and they don't have full height ceilings, so they kind of slope at the end, which saves a little bit of weight, saves a little bit of materials. So it's a good entry level Vanleigh brand of fifth wheel. Anyway, we're gonna have a nice introductory dinner tonight and we'll show you all the stuff that's going on this weekend. I just woke up around 8 a.m. to the sound of someone unscrewing the underbelly of our rig. A while ago we had put in for a rally repair. While you're at these rallies, you can ask for repairs to be done, certain, smaller repairs, not like slides or hydraulics or anything. But because our underbelly was so soaked with hydraulic fluid from our hydraulic explosion before that you probably saw.
It was distended from when the water line busted, so
right.
It's filled with water.
So we asked for them to replace the whole underbelly, and they're out there doing it. That's so awesome.
They're cranking it out.
Yeah. Good. I think we're the first repair today.
Well, I think it's because Lisa gets on lists 1 minute after they open up. So
that might be.
That may be true.
Wow, those guys were great. They were here for almost 2 hours, and we asked them a whole bunch of questions. We only had the one main repair, but we just thought, well, while somebody is here, we should ask them questions. This cabinet door has been warped for quite a while, and we've had a horrible time getting a replacement, and the guy just came in and zip some screws and fixed it for us. And then we asked them about some buckling on the back. They said it's no big deal, just normal wear and tear. And they gave Jason some advice about how to drill through the roof or maybe put an access panel in the bathroom for some wiring that we need to do. So, wow, that was super helpful.
Yeah. Well, and the cabinet thing over here was not the door at all. When whoever hung the cabinet, they screwed it back at the top so it kind of was curved. And now he just popped a few screws and straightened it out.
Great job, Vanleigh.
Respray it. And then I'm gonna agitate the bugs. And this is how you do all 4 quarters.
They've also got 3 brand new rigs set up here at the rally that we can look in. There's 2 Volanos and a beacon. This one is the 320, which is the shortest Volano at 35 feet. So if we had been looking for a shorter rig to be able to fit into national parks and things like that, state parks, this would have been the size.
Well, and we did consider the 35-foot pretty seriously, because we thought about that, but then the 35-foot was still heavy enough that a dually was a safer truck to have. And once we were like, we gotta have a dually anyways, we're like, well, why don't we just get 40 feet, and then you have even more living space for full timing. But this would be very comfortable and fun.
Yeah, it
It's a
would.
great layout.
That's interesting layout. White cabinets like ours, but this is gray furniture is new. Oh, I like that hutch. Interesting kitchen.
A little wine.
Where? Oh. Little wine fridge. Nice farmhouse sink. And look, they have a dishwasher drawer under the sink, but I'm wondering if you had to get to the pipes under your sink, how would you access them? You have to take the dishwasher out. Huh. And look at that shiplap behind the TV. Very cool. No carpet again on the dinette. And they've got 2 different slides here, dinette slide and kitchen slide right next to each other. That's different. Not as deep, you mean, or not, or tall?
Height, up and down.
Half bath. And a smaller, oh no, double sink bath in the back. Nice big shower. Ooh, look at this walk-in closet. Wow, it's like a whole other room back here. You could put a kid in here. A sweet kid bedroom. $390 LK, very nice.
Even if you don't have allergies, you may have allergies down
Look
here in
at
the
the
south.
pollen.
It's been
from
like
the
this.
air.
It's been
Oh,
like
it's
this
been like
in
this since
Texas.
Texas.
One of the
It's
problems with
everywhere.
following the nice late spring weather is you're keeping up with the pollen all through the country.
Poor Jason, he's been having such problems with his allergies. Luckily, I don't have allergies. But. That whole thing.
But by the time I'm done, the water is it's clearer.
Okay, all the wonderful gifts donated by you guys, the beloved customer, will be given away tonight. What about 407293? Does y'all's call? We got the winner? Yeah! Come on down, son! Here you go, buddy. Well, yeah. Hey, real nice. Hey, by the way, that sure is the real cake's mine. James.
What did we get?
Hey, sir.
A picture of a cake.
Sir. 7300.
Let's see it.
It's for makeup.
Oh,
I told him my wife doesn't wear makeup, but I do.
Okay, so here you guys go.
thank you
There,
so
we made
much.
the exchange.
There you
Thank
go.
you
We'll
for
bring your
making it.
dish
Hold it from
back.
the bottom. There you go, because it's heavy.
We'll bring it back to you when we're done with
You
it.
don't need to.
Oh, you sure?
No, I'm positive. No,
Oh,
I
thank
get these at Dollar Tree for $1, so they just go with the cake. I make,
Awesome.
idea.
I make it for the firefighters. My daughter is engaged to a firefighter, And so I make them cheesecakes,
That's great.
cakes, whatever all the time. So hope you enjoy it.
That's
We
wonderful.
will.
What a beautiful cake that we won. That's so funny. Thank you. We will enjoy this. I love how on a cold, rainy night we can take off our wet clothes and dry them by the fire. Well, it's another wet start to the morning, but at least it's not raining. We're heading over to pancake breakfast and Q&A with Lee Tiffin. Now, he is the grandson of Bob Tiffin, who is the head of the Tiffin RV brand. And so you know that Vanleigh is a kind of a sub or child brand of Tiffin. And Lee is Bob's grandson, so he is the Lee in Vanleigh. Get it?
All right, well, I've said enough. Mr. Lee Tiffin!
Thank you. Great to see you guys. Wow. A little over a year ago, I guess last February, we were building 25 units a week. Then the COVID thing really got kicked up. Next thing you know, we're shut down the entire month of March, April, somewhere in there. It's a little fuzzy. I think I tried to block it out of my mind. We came back in the summer. We were building 10 units a week, creaked up to 15 units a week. Now we're running 20 units a week. And we've got a really good crew. We're building good stuff. It's just really hard to get parts. And so that's kind of what the challenge of the day is right now. So the question is about the integration of Tiffin Group, Vanleigh's particularly, with Thor Industries and how that has affected our business, right? Okay. Well, you know, Thor Industries, let's talk about that for just a second. They started in 1974, I think, maybe 78. But give you a little background on Thor, because I think this is helpful. Gives you a little understanding for how they operate as a company. Wade Thompson and Peter Orthwine partnered and bought High-Low Trailer Company. And then they acquired Airstream shortly thereafter for $1. Just assumed their debt because Airstream was in such poor condition. This was 40-something years ago. Of course, Wade Thompson, I think, was very active in the operations of that business, and they turned Airstream around. But in the process, they basically became an RV holding company and said, you know, what we want to do is go out here and buy distinct brands and just leave them alone. And if you look at the history of RV acquisitions, everybody else that ever did acquisitions in this space tried to immediately turn the acquired product into something that was successful that they already did. And I would say Thor is the only one that has not done that. And that's pretty well proven out if you look at all the subsidiaries within the Thor umbrella or the Thor family of companies that, you know, they do retain their unique identity, and you almost look at Thor subs as competitors, which is a bit unique, right? I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive, but that's sort of how we look at it. There won't be a whole lot of integration. There's not going to be like a product strategy meeting where somebody comes down and sits with Lee and says, hey man, it's time to rethink this beacon thing. You know? And that's just being brutally honest. That's as honest as I know how to be about it. So, I have no evidence to prove anything other than they're going to do what they said they're going to do, and we're going to operate the businesses the way we always have. Traveling all over the country and working remotely and living out their dreams. So, you know, me and Mr. Nethery put our heads together and I said, man, we need something that has like a Zoom prep and a desk in it, and you can drop a green screen and do your calls back there. So we've got something pretty cool that we're working on there that will debut later in the summer. It's pretty innovative. I mean, you know, it's one of these things that we've not ever tried before. So we're very excited to see how that plays out. Of course, right behind that though, our next big initiative is Toy Hauler. Yeah, so it's been asked about for a long time. When is Vanleigh going to build a toy hauler? But we got a great team. A lot of them you're looking at over here, and I'm super confident we can pull it off.
Take a little shot.
Me and Lee here, my wife.
Take a picture.
We do.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And we were really glad we found you guys. We were about 9/10 of the way done our decision with a grand design, but they didn't have white.
You ready to play, Mr. North? Welcome to the first game of the survey says, give me Brian, give me Michael, come on down. Tell us your name.
I'm Lisa, and I am a virtual assistant, which is an awesome job to full-time in an RV.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. Okay, Miss Shirley. Name something people cheat on.
Diet.
Diet! All right. Here we go. Let's get it going.
A spouse.
Oh, spouse. Oh, you bunch of cheaters. Number 2. Wow. All right. Give them a round of applause. Come on down.
Nicely done.
So the rally is over, and we were planning to stay here for another week and a half because we wanted to explore the hot springs area and northern Arkansas. And yesterday, after the rally ended, people cleared out. You can see that the campground is half empty now. There's a few miscellaneous Volanos still around, but we feel like we've done everything we wanted to do in Hot Springs. We did the bath, we did the national park, and to be honest, the internet connection here at Catherine's Landing is abysmal. It's very slow, and with Jason and I working full-time from the rig, it's a little bit hard to get our work done. We're managing it, but we would prefer not to stay here for another week and a half. So we have changed our plans for almost the first time, I think. We don't usually up and leave places early without having reservations to go to. So we are going to head to Kentucky for a few days this weekend, and then we're going to make our way up to Lancaster, Pennsylvania to visit my parents. That was our original plan. We were going to beeline it over 3 days straight from Arkansas to Lancaster and just stay at rest stops or Cracker Barrel or something. That was going to be our grand experiment this time. Well, now we've booked a site at the Diamond Caverns Thousand Trails in Kentucky. We're going to make our way there this weekend and have a nice visit in Kentucky and get to collect our Kentucky sticker, which we weren't expecting. It's fun. So a little flexibility, and we can fit in some more adventures.
Apparently we were here just long enough for
Oh my goodness.
bird to start. I'm like, why are all these
Wow.
branches in there?
We've heard about this before. People saying birds build nests in the hitch, but
Especially if you're in a seasonal site taking a long time. But we were only here a week. That's a industrious bird.
Yep.
Sadly, misplaced effort.
We had a wonderful time here at the rally. We learned a lot and we met some great people, and we had so much fun in Hot Springs. So thanks to Vanleigh for putting on a great event. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.